likes up. Get them 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 likes up. Get them, yeah. Get them likes up. 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 Get them likes up.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Spinning the Block Media. I am Carleon Chiffon.
It's your boy Derek Demure.
And it's your boy DJ Designs.
Say, we don't make the headlines.
We just debate the headlines and give them to you straight.
And this episode is brought to you by D's Totally Tees and Hughes BOA. So check both of those brands out. We're about to get right into it and start with the fight that happened last night that everybody's talking about that ended up in a draw. That was Roach versus Tank. What did y'all think about this fight?
Man, I told my boy the other day, I told him like a day before the fight, I was like, Tank about to lose this fight, man. He was like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, bro, Tank not hype. Usually Tank going viral like during the press conferences because he's hype. He's in killer mode. He's talking straight crap. You know what I'm saying? Last fight, he told a dude, I don't like nothing about you except that girl you got. So I'm used to him being fly, quick with it. And this fight, it seemed like he was a lot more mellow. He didn't have old dude in his corner. What's his trainer name, Demore?
Nah, he was there.
But he wasn't the one training him this time. It was another dude training him.
Oh, yeah.
He was there for more support.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Claressa Shields said it was some arguing going on in that corner. But go ahead and finish your point.
Yeah, so to me, it's just like he wasn't that hungry beast. I kind of think he took Roach lightly. And he even said after the fight, like, oh, I made it interesting. Bruh, no, come on. You got to go out there every time on your game plan. And you lucky the refs didn't get that fight away. But at the end of the day, you got to literally beat the champion. You can't just outbox him. You have to beat the champion. And Faye Roach probably outboxed him, but I feel like he ain't just demolished him. He didn't beat him.
I agree with you on you got to beat the champion. Tank knew that. That's the only reason he won this fight, because he knew they just wasn't going to give it to Roach on a decision. With that being said, everybody, including me, underestimated old boy. He came there to bang. You know what I'm saying? And he's a world champion himself. He was highly underrated and underestimated. Tank had a lot going on. Why his trainer wasn't there training him this time, I don't know. It was some speculation previously during training camp that the two had some kind of beef going on. So Calvin said he was taking time out to be with his amateurs or whatever. I don't know if they just rolled Roach off as something that's going to be just another tally in the win column for them and thought it was going to be just an easy breezy fight. But Roach had his number, man. And in my opinion, along with a lot of others, Roach won that fight. And that when Tank took that knee, that should have been counted as a knockdown. That would have put Roach up 10-8. He definitely would have won.
But I mean, Roach took a knee in the middle of the fight too, from what people saying. You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't see Roach take no knee.
You got to count it both ways. It's right here on the Twitter. Roach sit there and took a knee. Let me pull that up. So you got to count it both ways, people. You know what I'm saying? So can you see that? Oh, I got to put it on this screen. Hold on.
They had a video of Tank saying that he took a knee because his grease from his braids got him out.
Hey, it gets real greasy out there, man.
Still though, you can't just be taking knees, though.
Let me see if I can pull that up a little bit. But that's Roach right there. Taking the knee. Look, he just came up off a knee, man. Oh man, I lost it.
I don't know about that one. Let me see it again.
Right there, coming up off that knee. You see that?
Yeah, I mean,
both fighters got knocked down some type of way.
Well, was that a slip? It, that was a blatant knee by Tank, and
That
even
was a what?
Crawford said a blatant knee by Tank. Tank just stopped and took a knee.
Yeah, cause
So
I
I
think
mean,
Tank was like, "Look, I'm good. I'm just letting you know I can't see nothing." You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But it is. I mean,
The grease got in his eye.
I mean, maybe he couldn't, maybe he couldn't, but that really wasn't the deciding factor for me. He got outboxed last night. Not only did he get outboxed, he got outclassed. Dude clearly had his number. It's like he knew what Tank was gonna do before Tank did it. He knew what type of fight Tank was bringing.
yeah. I mean,
He
Tank.
calculated his punches and his moves, and he counterpunched.
And I really don't see the rematch happening because Tank saying he wanted it to happen, but he also saying that it's most likely not about to happen in the next three fights. And at the same time, he's saying this is going to be the year he retired. So I don't see the rematch happen. I seen Tank just putting that off, putting that off, putting that off. He don't want to get back in there with Roach, and quite frankly, he ain't got to.
Yeah. I
Now
mean,
he said he wasn't going. He said he wasn't going to retire. He got four more fights to go. Go ahead, Carly. What you was gonna say?
oh, I was saying I wouldn't be sitting there fighting no more either. It's too risky. I mean, that them they are rich. They
Yeah,
are millionaires. Like they got real money. So I mean, I wouldn't even be sitting there fighting no more at this point. You 30, go enjoy your years and have fun with your money at this point. But I mean, if you say you got a couple more in them, then okay. But I did see that Roach was kind of saying like Tank was more relaxed this time around, wasn't like in there working as hard, wasn't as focused. And I feel like that did show last night in the fight. Like he just wasn't as focused on it because, like I said, he wrote it off as like, "Oh, I got this," you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. And now he was chasing Floyd's 50-0. That don't look like, well. That don't. It's not that it don't look like it. It's definitely not gonna happen because he
Mhm.
got this draw. So
don't Floyd got a draw on that record?
do we?
I thought he had a draw, if I remember.
So Crawford is the closest one to getting that 50-0 record. Maybe Floyd do got a draw on there. We'll have to pull that up and see.
Nah, he legitimately 50-0. He ain't got none of that.
But
Yeah,
let's
that's
see
a
what I have a video here with Roach, so let's see what Roach had to say about the situation.
Talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th. We was talking shit, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, shit, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. Um, I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But shit, I damn sure thought I had it.
I damn sure thought you had it too, bro. Tank, you gotta run that back to get your vindication. Otherwise, it's always gonna go down in history that Roach really won that fight.
Yeah.
man. Roach had to do a little bit more to convince me that he won that fight. I mean, he was catching Javante with some good shots. Javante was catching him right back. He wasn't just being dominant like I won that fight. If we're going to technicalities from the naked eye, you might have won the fight, but it needs to be decisive for me. And you know what I'm saying? I don't think Tank gonna run that back. Tank needs to. I wonder who he fight next though. Is it gonna be Haney? Is it gonna be Shakur? Because I know he got something lined up, and I think the next fight he
Man,
will be trained to take more serious.
that boy made Tank take a step back, and Tank was like, "Hold on."
Yeah, Tank thought he was gonna come in there and do some with some light work, but now Roach had other plans, and plus Roach been knowing him from they've been knowing each other. They've been sparring with each other for forever. So Roach he knows his game. So it wasn't too much of a surprise. And I feel like Javante, this is a wake up call. You didn't lose it, but to go out on top like you want to be, you got to get on your A game.
So how does it work for all the people that bet on that fight last night? If it was a draw, like
Ooh,
did everybody just keep their money?
that's a
No.
good question.
How does it
Because
work?
me and my homeboy bet last night too. I was like, he was like, but did he lose? I was like, but did he win? So I really, we kept our money. So that's a good question though.
Because I know in Vegas, a bunch of money was on the line. So yeah, I wonder what happened
Yep.
with all of that.
Some people went off the draw. I think some people might have predicted it or something. So I don't know. I don't know nothing about these. I don't gamble, so I don't know. I don't gamble big time like that.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. Lil Baby had a video shoot recently, and it turned deadly because there were three teenagers that were 13-year-olds shot. Two of them passed away, and one of them, it was actually their birthday. Only like 27 minutes into their birthday is what I seen on the police report. So, yeah, I think we got a video, or is there pictures for this one? Just pictures. Yeah, these are the
No,
teenagers that passed
we
away.
have a
Okay.
video to it. Let me get the video right quick. Let me see
Okay.
what's going
I
on.
mean, Lil Baby was kind of smart to dismember 4PF, but at the same time, the cops fishing with this one, bro. It's like, come on, he can't shoot a video, and who's to say that it's in a rival hood? Lil Baby probably frequent this area. He probably grew up in this area himself too. I feel like they making rappers into, they just criminalizing whatever you do as a rapper. They just criminalizing it.
Yeah.
You got the video.
I mean, that's it's kind of true. Yeah, I got the video right here. I'm gonna play it, and then I'll give my little synopsis on it, I guess.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of two children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Yeah.
All right, so
The
go
cops
ahead. Go
rap.
ahead. Okay.
I was gonna say the cops just hate rappers, and there's just a lot going on here. With the background that we talked about what happened is basically there was a video shoot that happened, and after the video shoot, Lil Baby leaves, and the shooting happened after the video shoot is over, and after Lil Baby leaves, but they're trying to basically put all of this on him, correct?
That's
Yeah, pretty
correct.
much. And
Um,
nobody died at the video shoot. People got shot, but nobody died. And then they're saying like retaliation stemming initially from the video shoot is what got these three young innocent teenagers killed. But how
Mm,
can you put a murder case on Lil Baby for that? And it's like they're really criminalizing the rapper's lifestyle, and it's kind of sad to see, but then again, it's a shocking, because they'll figure out any type of way to put us under there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. What's your thoughts, Amir?
I'm gonna say first and foremost, condolences and prayers to the families and the victims.
mhm.
Secondly, to me, it is pretty stupid to go out there and shoot a video in a rival gang's neighborhood if you're part of a gang. You know what I'm saying? Thirdly, Lil Baby. Thirdly, Lil Baby got too much money to be. You playing something in the background, dog. Okay.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Secondly, Lil Baby got too much money to be still in the streets if he is.
Yeah.
Okay. You lost $8 million in 24 hours, right? If you took that $8 million and you hired eight of your homies out the hood, that's $1 million a year for them.
Mhm.
16 of your homies, that's 500K a year for them.
Mhm.
32 of your homies, that's 250K a year for them. Get these niggas out the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be the fucking goal. Now, but I do want to clarify something though, and I do want to say this. The shooting happened after the video. So can you actually put this on Lil Baby? Fannie Willis is known to be going after these rappers and trying to get them on Ricos and stuff like that. So if you're a gangster rapper or a drill rapper in Atlanta, you might want to rethink that shit, especially claiming well-known gangs in Atlanta or gangs that's on the police radars or the DA's radars in Atlanta because they coming for y'all. And they not only want to lock y'all up to make the streets safer, they trying to take y'all property, y'all possessions, y'all money. That's actually what they're after. Okay, it ain't just about making the streets safe. It's about taking what you have, and that she showed us that in the Young Thug case. He barely got his shit back,
Yeah.
and he's still missing a Richard Mille watch.
She ain't do nothing. That whole case was botched. Just like all this is going botched. Their reputations are going to be tarnished after this. That was the longest case in Georgia history, and they didn't come through with no jail time for any of the members. What she did was ridiculous. Even when those trumped up charges she brought up against Trump were dismissed. So what she's doing is basically what Tony Busby was doing, and now Tony Busby can't even practice law in New York because of the way he disgraced what he did in the Jay-Z case with that 13-year-old. No evidence, and that's pretty much what these lawyers are doing. They're looking to publicly shame you, but don't have this concrete evidence. And then also for you to say Lil Baby should hire 32 of his homeboys to do what though? Like if the 4 or 5
Find
homeboys
them
around
niggas
him,
jobs. Find them niggas jobs.
the niggas gotta
Place
what's
them in
their
something that
talent?
they're good at. Place them in something that they're good at. One thing that I know about take a drug dealer scenario. One thing I know, them niggas got good business sense because if they didn't, they wouldn't be able to put other niggas up under them to sell for them, right? You basically running a structured business, you just not doing it legally. Them niggas got plenty of sense, dog. You just have to put them in position. Find out what they're good at and put them in that position to make that money. You
They
gonna
gotta
spend
put
$8 million at the fucking casino
But
in
they got to put
24
themselves
hours.
in that position. LeBron put Maverick Carter and a dude that run Clutch Sports in position. But guess what they did? They took the time to study and show LeBron that this is what they want to do. They came at him with an angle. And these guys that Lil Baby, I mean, if you can't hold a camera, if you don't want to play second fiddle, he can't put these guys in position, especially 32 of them. It's like you guys got to come to me with take some initiative so I can give it to y'all. If this all you guys know, you can hang with me for a little bit, but
Or give them some initiative, give them some motivation. Say, nigga, I'm not the only one that can make it out this bitch. We all can. See what they good at. Sometimes people just need a push, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just
if
about
it ain't enough push, I'm taking you on the road. You in access with others with celebrities. You got access to me. If that ain't enough push, what is you do? What is the homeboys doing? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but
Sometimes you can't push them.
that may not just be the case. He might not be taking them on the road with it. He might just be coming back and kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about these niggas, his niggas that are still in the trenches, if they are still in the trenches. Now, those niggas that's on the road with him, if they ain't doing nothing constructive, then he need to get them niggas the fuck away from around him.
Yeah, I mean, but
Otherwise,
you got to think about it too. Like the goal would be to be able to hire everybody around you in your camp and stuff like that. But being practical, it's just like you cannot hire everybody. They will bring you down with them. Like
yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
everybody is not
They
everybody's
gotta have that mindset.
exactly everybody's mindset not there. And then it's like on top of that, a lot of them do be giving them money, but they be giving money for the wrong reasons. Not saying Lil Baby, but some of them be like, okay, you my homeboy. If I need something like taken care of for me, like go
Oh
fight
yeah,
this person, go shoot this person. That's what they be hiring them for. It don't be, hey, come be my cameraman on the road. But
Nah, yo, every rapper got a shooter. Every rapper got a crash dummy or
mhm,
crash dummies. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We know that. That's just that nigga that's just got that mentality. Hey, if you need this done, I got you. He gonna be the fall guy.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? But it is some people out there that got plenty of sense.
hmm
They just don't know how to apply it. You know what I'm saying? Or what to apply it to.
yeah.
It'll be your duty as somebody that's making all this money that's in these different rooms to say, hey, my homeboy fuck with this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if I can get him in these type of rooms with
Yeah.
me, so he can get that knowledge. Now, if that doesn't carry over to him to where he doesn't motivate himself to do it, and he still want to do what he's been doing, that's on you, dude. I gave you an opportunity. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But give them an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. If you can spend 8 million in 24 hours, you can put some of these dudes on and get them out the street. And I'm not saying that that's, I don't know, never been around a nigga. I'm just saying that looks like it might be the case to me if 4PF is still a gang and they still out here having shootouts with rival gangs.
But I
Yeah.
thought this was interesting. What a former gang member that's in prison got to say about how the DA treats people that's involved in a gang. Let me go play this real quick.
This, the district attorney said, gangs are like basketball teams. They practice together. They show up to the games together. They wear the same logos. And when one person wins, the whole team wins. Gangs are like basketball teams. So if Derek Fisher is on the bench and Kobe Bryant is playing every game, he's making all the shots. But Derek Fisher, he's hurt. He's on the sideline, but he's at every game. He showed up to practice. Does Derek Fisher still get a ring?
Hell yeah.
And they use that analogy, that metaphor, to give another black man a life sentence.
Yeah.
So basically, he was saying like, even if you wasn't like that felony murder law that I don't agree with, it's saying even if you wasn't a trigger man, even if you know what I'm saying, the gang just popped up on you and you had to kill the gang, but or your homeboy had to kill the gang. You all are getting put with this murder because you all are associated with each other, which I feel like that's a little extreme, but it happens, and it's countless cases of where it happens. So it's just like you have to be able to pick your friends better and pick your loyalty to who you want to be around better, and also just uplift each other to stay out that type of stigma and stuff because the DA is taking all of you. It don't matter if you did it, if you was a driver, if you was setting it up on the phone call, all of y'all are going down for murder, even though one person pulled that trigger. So that's what it feel like was going on with Lil Baby in his situation. But he ain't in prison. He ain't get locked up right now. I think people around him got locked up. So he's still out, and maybe the charges won't affect him.
We're gonna have to see. Stay tuned. You know, Fanny them, they'll charge you with some bullshit in a minute.
In a minute. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that case. But let's get into another debate. Now, this one, I might have to debate against y'all. I don't know where y'all headspace is with this one, but a big thing that's been in the news this week has been black men talking about dating outside of their race. We got a couple videos on this one. So let's watch the videos first and then we can, talk about it.
All right, let's see what Jamal would have had to say first, because I think what he said kind of sparked this. So let me pull that up right quick. We'll see. So
I mean, it's been a debate on Twitter for years, and I guess it's just all accumulating to like right now.
Get mad at me for dating outside my race, but I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Define better.
My
Define
Spanish,
better.
well, not better because I know where she getting ready to go. Not better.
I know you
But
said they were
not-
doing things
not
better. I
better.
wanted
Not
to know
better.
what better meant.
Not better. I'm gonna change that.
I'm trying to save you for the
I know
for the
you
people,
is. That's
for the
why I'm saying
culture.
not better for the culture.
There we go.
Right, not better. I was dating Puerto Rican, I was dating Dominican, I was dating African, I was dating all type of other races besides American black, right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable
Give
with.
me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one was from one of them countries over there, right?
Can't even
I
pronounce
didn't
the
have to
name.
really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times
with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Rue Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. They then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household.
Okay.
Y'all can go first. 'Cause I got a
I
lot.
Go
mean,
ahead, DJ.
I mean, at the end of the day, he really has a point, and a lot of black women be wondering why these top athletes, like a lot of these top athletes, always have a woman that's not black, and just like it seemed weird to me at first, but it's like okay, when you think about it, and what the men say is she's not coming to ask me for anything. She's cool if we got the because I'm in college right now. I'm talking as third person. Like they're in college, they're providing them with lunch. They don't feel obligated to spend that money on them. They also say that the hair upkeep for the black women is just expensive, and a lot of young black men don't like. I was just watching Angel Reese. She was saying how the pickings are slim, and Cam Newton was saying, "Well, you understand that a lot of men 23 to 30 years old aren't making 100,000." And she was like, "Well, I am, so you're gonna have to get on my level." She was like, "Well, I won't say he wanted to get on my level, but he had to provide the things that I can provide." He's like, You're talking about a man that's literally like probably 35 to 40 years old that'll be able to compete with you financially. So a lot of the stuff that young black women aspire, the young black men, their counterparts, people their age, 19 to 30 years old, cannot provide them with that. And what a interracial woman, what not interracial, what the other races of women understand is it gets greater later. They understand like I see the potential in you, and they don't stress the person out to have so much. Yeah, he not rolling bins, he ain't got money in the club, but they understand that later it's going to come.
I think that that's just like I get the thought process, I guess, there somewhat, but at the same time, I don't think that's completely true. Like Angel Reese, if she's making that much money, that means that there are men her age that are still making that money. There's NIL for all schools pretty much at this point, that those larger schools. So there are people that's making the money she's making. There's athletes that make the money that she's making, and she has access to them because she's a popular person. I mean, I don't feel like she is making a bad request by being like, I want you to be equally yoked with me. On top of that, I feel like you said something about, oh, the women that don't ask for anything. They're playing a scheme at the end of the day. They know exactly what they're doing. They're in college and they're trained to go after these athletes. Their parents telling them to do it. They get there, they're doing their homework, making life easy for them because they know, hey, when you make it big, I don't have to do nothing. So it's really just reverse psychology. It's not that they actually in there because they love you and want to be with you. Because a lot of those women, soon as you fall down, they are leaving you. A black woman that made you work for them and actually was like, no, you're gonna actually have to show me something for us to be together. She gonna stick beside you whenever things, if it go good, go bad, or whatever. But I know a lot of athletes who are with women of different races that as soon as that money was gone, they was gone, and that was just it. So I don't know about that.
Let's get into this video by Uncle Luke, and we'll get into some more dialogue. Carly hot, boy.
Like I
Hold
gotta.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, okay, let's get to the video. Can y'all hear it? Oh,
Two girls, different nationalities. Black girl and a Hispanic girl. And I said both of them, I was like, you bringing breakfast over? I'm just playing, right? Because now they're not going to get through them gates. And the black girl said, you're going to send for me to cook the breakfast?
what is he talking
No, the
about?
black girl said, you're going to send for me and we're going to go get breakfast. And the Hispanic girl said, what do you want?
Oh, oh,
I really want to post that. But that lady, and then I sent this to the black girl. I screenshotted it because it was back to back. I screenshotted it and sent it to the black girl. Am I wrong for that?
Yeah, yeah.
I say this the problem. The Hispanic girl is talking about what you want. I'm bringing it. What do you want? She ready to go. The black girl talking about, how you gonna send for me? And we gonna go. That shit ain't right.
I mean, do black women expect men to do for them and before they do for the man?
Well,
Or
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just having a standard, and I don't feel like anything is wrong with having standards. I feel like a lot of men just want what's easy, and at the end of the day, that it is easier probably to be with somebody that's a different skin. I mean, different race because like their culture is different. But you got to go back and look at history, right? So, black women, we come from slavery and civil rights movements where our men were getting abused, killed, you don't know what's going on. We were raised to be strong, right? We were raised to really have to go out there and fight for our men. When we get back to this place where everything, colonization happened, we get past the civil rights movement. Now I feel like we're being faulted for how strong we had to be in the past. And that it's kind of like it's not fair because like we were there and stood beside our men all this time, but now our men aren't standing beside us anymore because it's like, oh, it's too hard to deal with you. Well, our attitudes and everything, it comes from a life of literally just being like looked at a certain way, judged automatically, and having to fight for everything that we have. So I don't really think that black women have an attitude or anything like that. It's really not that. It's we've had a harder life and harder way that we have to be brought up. So you just want to still stick beside us. Like, like how we do it for y'all. We still be marching in the streets when everything happened. George Floyd, when everything, we still marching in the streets, but I don't think we be getting the same energy back. Now, as I get older, I am learning that there are still a lot of black men that still do love black women. But what's publicized on TV, it shows the opposite. And so I think that that's kind of why it's such a debate all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think the numbers are more black men marry black women than not, like astronomical, like 80%. So I don't know why that 20% gets highlighted. And honestly, I feel like you can love who you love, date who you date, but to me, when it gets to the point that you're ostracizing black women and saying, "Oh, I wouldn't date her because she's black," that's where the problem becomes at. And it's like you said, a black woman and a black man together is powerful. Even
Mhm.
when I go to the store with my woman, everybody stops us together, and it's just like they're like, "I love seeing you guys together. You guys bring us hope," and you guys don't realize how much you got like being the nucleus, being together. It's just so powerful. So I just don't like when especially black men. I don't really see black women do it too much, but when black men are with black women, they always try to shun the black females like this guy. He just recently was killed by
Yeah.
his he was recently killed by his girlfriend or wife. They have a kid together.
Mhm.
She came home drunk, says she was cleaning her gun and accidentally killed him. I don't know how you clean a gun loaded, accidentally killed him. But a lot of the black community isn't feeling sorry for him because he was saying things like he'll smash a dog before he smash a black woman, and the dog has to be white. And the stuff like that is just like, dude, you don't have to on people that look like your mother and your sister just because you're with somebody that's white. He's saying, "Thank God for my blonde blessing." And guess what? The woman that killed him isn't even what you call it, isn't even being held accountable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I seen that. I was gonna bring that up too, so I'm glad you bring that story up because I mean, of course, you never want nobody's family. I don't wish death upon anybody. I don't want nobody's family to experience all of that. But I really just, yeah, I didn't really feel too sorry for him just because of how you're sitting here talking about us. Like you hate black women and your whole family black. Like like why would you do that?
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy right there.
Crazy,
That's
man.
That's into it. You really
And
don't. to bring us into it.
Like for all the athletes saying, "Oh, it's easier. Oh, she got me a car. She got me a truck." Like Carly said, they're playing the long game, and most of the time, you guys end up divorced. I mean, even Saquon Barkley is going through a divorce right now.
What
You
is it?
gotta, even though it might be a little harder with your black queen, stick it out. Trust me, she gonna understand. She might want this bag. She might want a couple of things, but I mean, it's gonna be worth it in the end. Trust me.
Yeah, Demir, what you think?
All right.
Be
So this
quiet
is what
over
I'm gonna say. Nah,
Yeah, he
hey,
quiet.
I might ruffle a few feathers, but
there.
hey, birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm talking about? So this is this is my take on it, y'all. What I got from those two videos that we just played is yes, they were talking about the black woman, but in the other instances, they were talking about women from other countries, being with women from other countries.
Mhm,
So what I took from that is it's not only the black woman, they're talking about the American woman. Not only the American woman, but the modern American woman.
mhm,
Okay, because it's changed. Let's face it. You got on social media, you got these women going viral for saying on a first date, don't take me to the Cheesecake Factory.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like they want to go to State 48 or the Warwick or something like that. They want you to spend three, four, $500 on a meal.
Mhm.
I'm not spending that on the meal unless I'm clapping cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just being real. So there's levels to that shit. You're gonna have to work that way up, and I think that's what American black men are tired of, and it's not just a black woman. We can't put that on just a black woman because, like you said, Carly, it's women that's in college or high school that's scoping these athletes out. They know everything about them, like Prime said. Um, they're sorting them out. Their moms are seeking them out. You know what I'm saying? To try to put them in a position to have a better life. So it's all about the bag. It's all about securing the bag. And I think that's what I think that's what more American women are looking to do. Instead of looking for love, they're actually looking to secure the bag.
Mhm.
But don't just put that on my black women like they just want a nigga to cater to them all the time.
Yeah.
That's not actually the case. Like you said, black women go through us and all type of shit,
Mhm.
cheating, lying, being locked up. You know what I'm saying? We take them through all type of shit, and sometimes they still there for us.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then you got these women that's these high class whores. Let's just be real about it.
Mhm.
That's out there seeking men out to yeah, fly them out, take them to a nice dinner, and they not getting anything out of it. I mean, obviously the men not looking for love either if they going for shit like this, or they just suckers and simps. But
Mhm.
at the same time, yeah, you just can't put that on our black women. And I'm gonna play something that Tia Kemp said too. But if anybody got a rebuttal before I play that video,
Do.
let me know.
It's not really actually like a rebuttal. It's like I do agree with a lot of stuff you're saying. I think that now that dating is like a game, basically. People just want to see what they can get out of you on both sides, men and women. And I feel like with the women and social media, yeah, it is like, oh, let's see what he can get me, what he can get me. But a lot of rappers, y'all are putting that in y'all songs, like, oh, I'm gonna get her an AP watch, I'm gonna get her a Birkin, this, so it's like you're promoting it, but then mad whenever somebody asks for what you're promoting, your music and different things like that. I mean, it's just crazy. It's a game. And then another thing that you said was about people standing beside you when like cheating and going to jail and all that stuff too. I think that definitely like Black women are going to stand beside you with a lot of stuff, but I think a lot of athletes get women of other races because they can cheat on them without having any problems. Because the women are there, a lot of them. Some people really love who they with, but a lot of them are there because they're there for the money, and so they don't care if they get cheated on. A black woman, she don't care if you get money like that. A lot of them is still like, you're not going to cheat on me. You're not about to do
But
that.
those same women know that they gonna walk away with a bag when they do walk away from the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Really, they just there. They drawing equity. They building equity. That's all they doing. So if I stay with you, that's just like Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Hey, she married him. She built equity. She wanted to be controlling. She got out of it. She got paid. She had a daughter bond. That's child support. You know
And
what I'm
baby,
saying?
yep.
Yeah, exactly. They getting paid, and a lot of times, I'm not saying um, don't support your child at any in any aspect, but some of these child support fees are exorbitant. They are too fucking big. You know what I'm saying? A child is not living that type of lifestyle to where he need 50,000 a month.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's crazy.
yeah. But they know to go get that baby and you secure for life. Even if the man leave you, you good. You got 18 years of checks. And that's how
Yeah,
a lot of women thinking. So
I just feel like black women could be a little more lenient with their standards, especially to young men, 23 to 30. I mean, 19 to 30, because they're trying to figure it out. And if that, of course, they're going to go with what's easier because they haven't been down that road before. If
mhm,
you guys can just work it out together, be more cohesive, be more understanding, because it's like, can you get yourself a Birkin? So why are you expecting a 19-year-old or 23-year-old to get you a Birkin? Can you take yourself to Rude Chris? So
yeah,
why are you expecting this guy? Like, you guys got to be understand the level that you guys are at, and then the men need to understand that everything, even though it's coming easier from this other person, everything doesn't need to come easy from her. So if we can get on the same page, you know what I'm saying, we can stop ourselves, especially our black men, from having to $50,000 to people like Jenny Mai and stuff like this, because now we figured that out while we was younger, instead of trying to come together while we're older, scarred and baggage. You know what I'm saying? Just figure that stuff out younger. Be more understandable with each other, and it's a rainbow. It's a gold pot at the end of that rainbow.
yeah. Because they think that black women aren't submissive, but we are. If you can lead us right, we can be submissive. But like, I do think that you got to be equally yoked. Like with Angel Reese, I feel like her request of like, okay, I want you to make $100,000 or be able to do that. That's fine because she's making it. But if you're not, like, the Cheesecake Factory thing was crazy. If you can't take yourself to the steakhouse, just like you said, do not be mad at that man.
But
exactly.
Angel Reese list gets so slim. They gotta be making 100,000. They gotta be 6'5" and above. They gotta be black. They gotta be athletic, and they gotta have a nice build. It's like you got literally 75 to 123-year-olds, and those 75 to 123-year-olds can have nearly any black female they want to, anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like you're making it harder by being so selective like that. And then from understanding, he's in college, he's an engineer, he might be broke right now, but he is handsome, he is athletic, he is 6'5". I'm gonna go ahead and give him a chance. We could work on. He's mature. He comes from a good family. Let's start working on people family, seeing what people. A lot of people that go to college coming from generations of good men and generations of good women. So we should be looking more into stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Go back old school with it.
But she like 22 years old. Wait till she get like 25, 27. You know what I'm saying? Some of that shit that she got on the list right now, that shit gonna be scratched off. She'll start looking at shit realistically.
Yeah.
Because realistically, if she find what she want right now, there's gonna be so many flaws in it that she not gonna want to deal with that shit.
Mhm.
Because he ain't gotta sit there and deal with it either, because he got so many pickings. So it's just like
Exactly. But
you gotta
and,
know
and
what you
they and
it's a
they
lot,
young. You know what I'm saying? They
and they
young.
young.
They're gonna be doing what they want to do. Exactly. The man in his 20s is about to be doing what he want to do. So,
So let's get into what Tia Kemp had to say right quick.
Auntie Tia.
You know she chops some shit up.
Them hoes need y'all. That's the difference. They need citizenship, they need housing, they need everything else. We saying that shit now and going to go get our own shit. Them days over with. Well, we saying we gotta do what we gotta do with these and put up with that shit. Fuck your bitch ass. We hogs the ass, so go get all the Hispanios and whatever the fuck you motherfuckers want. And when them hoes be finished with their ass, what they do, dogs? throw their ass to the curb and rob them for everything dry and go back over to their kind. You see what J-Lo did? Jenny was on the block, honey. Honey, Jenny was on the motherfucking block. Kim, Kadede, and all the mother hoes too. All the Kadadash. Where they at now? They get their little mixed up babies that they want, and they get your money, and they haul the ass. Then you ass just run back to the black woman that birth your bitches asses, your aunts, your sisters, your daughters, and your mammies, and you need our advice to go handle this old Chichino ass Chico hoe in court. The Hispaniala that bring your food faster than a black bitch would. Kudos to doodles, bitch.
Nah, she summed that up. I mean, she summed that up, man. God, at least she ate that up.
She never disappoints. For real. She never
Man.
disappoints.
She's so funny. But I mean, she made some points right there. I mean, and being left by black men is another thing too. Like there's a lot of women from different, like back in the day that have been left and had to be single mothers, right? So they were forced to be independent women. And that's
Mm-hmm.
another reason, another layer to this attitude that people say that we have and these expectations that they say that we have. We have to have a standard because for so long we have been sitting there looking at potential. Like he got the potential, he a good person, but then that potential leave you, screw you over, and now you're a single black woman. So now you can't just go off of potential all the time because you have to actually see like, okay, he really can help me. He really is going to do this. He's going out there working, getting, going out there potential and got a lot of people messed over. So I think that that's kind of like another part to it.
No, that's real. That's real spill. I can't argue with that. I mean, that's true. But at the same time, for the young black man, I just think they need to. They always want to go down the road with less resistance,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes that's most of the time that's not the path you want to take because sometimes you could be flying down that highway with no brakes and you're gonna crash. So it's like get you some resistance, get you some act right. Eventually she gonna be helping you out with your diet. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be there for you for the long haul. You're gonna have some beautiful black babies. That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the same for you too. Not these. I'm not saying nobody's confused when they mix, but when they mix, it's like they're getting pulled in both directions. They don't hold you down, and then they always going to move to the path of less resistance like Diana Ross kids. Her whole family is dang near white now. It's like because they're moving to the path with more acceptance. And it's like, yeah, black girls are cool, but over here I get treated another way. Then my kids are gonna. So it's just like you starting the whole domino effect. You might as well just keep it black, keep it beautiful.
Ooh, you just said something right there too that I always like, my brother's an athlete and everything like that. So he's around all the athletes who are like, choosing to date outside of their race and everything like that. And one thing I always try to preach to him too is, love who you love. That's fine. Like if you actually genuinely love that person, there is no problem with that. But if somebody is like just there for your money and you end up doing this, just like you say, you're diluting the black population. You're diluting your black like generational wealth. We're supposed to be trying to build generational wealth. And in a couple years, after you have this mixed kid and then they go have a kid with a white person and then they go have a kid with a white person. Now this money that you work so hard to have in your black family is gone. It's not there anymore. It's not for black people anymore. It's yours.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a
That's
lot
all
to it.
facts.
It's a lot to it.
Yeah, it's a lot to it. It really is.
I knew that topic was going. Hey, I knew that topic was gonna hit some nerves. It's gonna hit some nerves. I'm telling you, this probably gonna be the first one we gonna clip up too.
Yeah, for real. That was some good points. Everybody made good points. I tried to come out on my little devil, put my little devil on the shoulder at the first. You know what I'm saying? Didn't last too long though.
I didn't know what I was gonna say. I was like, "Oh Lord, I know I might have to date with him today." But,
Nah,
but
no doubt. We love our black women. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
But the modern woman, and it's not just black women, but the modern woman needs to learn that things are earned, not given. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I
yeah,
just think a lot of these younger women these days, they just want things given to them
Yeah.
because they figure they pretty enough to get it, I guess. But shit, all the BBLs and makeup in the world,
but that's how these cities are
they
set up
thinking.
though. Like, a lot of people And a lot of what they saying in the big light and everything is like these rappers and going into the strip clubs and making the strippers their wives and stuff like that, which
Mm.
but when you highlight stuff like that, it makes women think, oh, okay, like I can just go do that and now I'm gonna blow up, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be set for life. And they're asking, they had a kid that they asked what she wanted to be when she grow up, and she was like a rapper's wife. And there was another one that said she wanted to be a stripper. These are little kids that are seeing
Wow.
it, idolizing it now. So it's just a lot of things that happen in society that have just
No, you know what? You got a good point because my girl was telling me about some girl named Jada Chavez or something got her own
little
podcast. I'm
baby,
like, who is she? She's like, Lil
little
Baby mama. I'm like,
Lil Baby, Jada Waiter. Yeah.
baby.
Jada Way or something. And I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, but who? What is she like? What is she famous for? And they're like, oh, she's famous because
Being
she's a
Lil
little bit.
Baby's baby mama.
Yeah, I'm like, so why are you watching her? I didn't understand it, but yeah, that's the culture.
that's Ari. It's a lot of people. You can go down the list and name the amount of people that are famous. But a lot of those girls, like Jada, I think she was selling like hair and different. She had a business before she started dating him, but of course she wasn't just as famous, until
Right.
baby daddy. But I think Ari was a stripper and she had the baby with I forgot his name.
Moneybag Yo.
G Herbo. G
She
Herbo.
Oh,
she heard about her baby daddy though.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of like, and I see why they aspire to it because them girls are making money.
Okay.
They're
They ain't
making.
gotta work. They be chilling. Like I understand, but it's like they ain't gonna push the culture forward, in my opinion. And we need some ratchetness. Don't get me wrong. Like I tell my son, we need some ratchetness, but we also need to be balanced. It needs to be a good balance.
Yeah,
You
because
can't
they
have
I ain't hating.
90%
You know,
ratchetness.
hey, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating. But at the same time, me, myself, I'm a natural man. I go for a more natural look. I don't like all that makeup and shit. If you look good without makeup, then I
Mhm,
know when you do throw some makeup on, yeah, you're gonna look even better. You know what I'm saying? But what I wake up to, I want to go to bed with, and vice versa. What I go to bed with, that's what I want to wake up to. You know what I'm saying?
But shit. Like Charleston White said, a lot of the regular niggas don't like BBLs because we can't afford it. So you know what I'm saying? I can't get
Shit, I
mad
wish
at
I,
him. He when he said that, I was like, he got a point, man. Because he probably got a point.
I
oh,
don't want to be 70, 80 years old. You got a BBL, that motherfucker hanging down to your knees like your titties now. You know what I'm
They
saying?
be getting stuff removed. Like Sexy Red, she got like her breasts done 3 different times.
she
Yeah,
got
that's
it
true
like
too.
2 times in one day or
Two
something like
times crazy work.
Like she went, got it done one day. She didn't like how big they was. Went back or how small they was. Went back and got them, put them back in the next day. I didn't even know you could do that.
Me neither. That
And you
sounds
even
like
have
you need scarring.
scars and shit. Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm
like.
saying.
Damn. Woo! But
Right?
yeah,
It's
that's the topic on that one.
We get too deep now. Y'all
Yeah,
ready
that
to
was
move
crazy.
on? Man?
okay. Let's get to another topic, and this was about a 16-year-old that was charged with murder and denied bond. They are charging him as an adult because this is a new law that went in effect into I forgot exactly what state it's in, but I think it'll be in the video. So let's check the video out real quick and then get into this one.
Well, I know they're charging a lot of these YNs with being
Right.
adults. They're
Yeah.
Watch him.
gonna hold you. They're gonna hold you until that time, and they're just gonna try you, man. And that's why you can't be doing it. Whew, we gotta do better as a community, man.
We do. We really do.
Dressed up in a designer too.
Denim
He
tears.
is.
That stuff expensive, man.
First at 5, a 16-year-old learns he will not be getting bail after being charged with murder. Sean Simpson is accused of killing 16-year-old Zaquavius Dawkins and also accused of trying to kill someone else Sunday night in Gastonia. Well, Simpson is now being charged under a law change which allows 16 and 17-year-olds to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. But that did not make things any easier for anyone involved today, as you just saw. As Derek Dellinger reports right now, the hearing only lasted a few minutes, but it was tough for both families.
The family of the victims, Aquavius Dawkins, they were in court and they were quite emotional about what happened. You have to realize this is one of their first chances to see the teen accused of killing him. Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant charges.
Don't cry now, yo. Nigga.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed.
I've seen this story like a few times on my timeline, but I'm not understanding why he killed the other boy. Did they release like what the reason was? He trying to rob him, or what was going on?
That I
He
didn't
was
even.
just probably one of the ops.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen it a few times too, but there was no clarity on like why he actually killed him. Maybe that'll come down later down the road on Law and Crime or something. I'm not sure. I can only guess that he was, you know what I'm saying, some kind of op.
yeah.
This one, maybe the other one. We can pull that other one up too when he was staring at the judge. Go ahead and knock both of them out. This one, both of those, to me, is like reality has not sunk in with either one of these young guys. It's like you guys are just. I don't know if you're doing. I don't know why you're doing this stuff to be cool because I never thought taking the person's life was cool. That's like the worst thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people playing with guns and taking people's lives thinking it's cool. But me looking at these young kids, it's like reality has not sunk into how long you about to be in there. Like that one dude, if you play the video, I think he got 15 felonies. Let's see.
15 felonies.
Josiah Hewley. I can't see him.
Look at him. He
Mr.
killed
Hewley,
somebody. He
count
got
one,
15 felonies, and it almost
felony
looks like he has
murder,
no remorse. The other dude wasn't
to
sentenced; he
life
was
without
crying.
possibility of parole. Count two, violation of street gang terrorism and prevention.
Really
Act,
mugging the
a sentence
judge.
of 20
He's
years
pissed.
consecutive.
He's
to
mugging the
count
judge
one.
and his
Count
lawyer.
three, violation of street gang terrorism and prevention act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count two.
Fast forward a little bit. I think he got
Count
like
10.
100 years.
Hijacking a motor vehicle. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive.
Like
to
right,
count
yeah.
or to file a motion for new trial. You have 30 days from the date I sign and file your sentence with the clerk, which should be tomorrow, to file a motion for new trial to any or all of the
I think
felony
he passed
charges.
up a little bit.
Ms.
but
Drake, will you be filing a motion for new trial?
Yes, ma'am, and I did explain to my client why
I won't let me go back.
I want to go
There we
back.
go.
or should not continue on this case.
But yeah, I think he got 15 felonies, 100 something years, and just looking at his face, them years ain't sunk in, man. It almost looked unremorseful too.
I think that they think that this is GTA. They think it's a video game. They think they go out and they can kill somebody and then there's no consequences. That's just not how life works. You
Oh,
know,
I ain't gonna get caught.
it's
They
just,
think they ain't gonna get caught. There's cameras on every corner. People got cameras on their house. It's like
yeah, you're going to
the
get
book.
caught.
You're getting caught. And also, I don't know if y'all seen that Desi skit. Let's see if I can pull that
Yeah,
up.
I saw that skit.
I mean, it's
The
like,
judge-
yeah, you snitching on yourself too. You guys are on Instagram talking about uh I'm dropping my location, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy got a body and all this. You
Yeah.
don't think that I mean the internet is the cops had it first. The military had it first. They run this better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get the information, bro. And I
And
mean,
that's the problem. These YNs, they on social media flexing these guns like they toys. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this, putting them in the. Then you go out there and you telling on yourself before you even do it, saying that you're going to slide on the ops or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
Then you do this shit. Then you want to go cry to mama.
Mhm.
You was
exactly.
playing grown man games though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that law change, I feel like, it's not a bad law to change. I mean, at 16 and 17, and I feel like before people had a younger mindset. Nowadays, 16 and 17-year-olds act like adults, a lot of them. They're doing adult stuff, having a bunch of kids and stuff. They might have 3 kids by the time they're 17 at this point.
No.
So it's like, I mean, if you want to do adult things, then like, yeah. And honestly, if you think about it, it kind of gives them a little bit more of a fair chance for when they do end up getting out, because now you're going in and you might get 20, 30 years, but you still be out when you're 40 something years old. Now you have missed most of your life and everything like that, but it was a decision that you made. You knew consciously what you were doing at that point. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I
But you
think.
gotta think. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, that law's been around in Texas for forever. I remember my dad, and my mom telling me, you
mm,
do stuff as a youngin', they're gonna try your ass as an adult out here in Texas. Texas don't play with you.
mm,
So it's just like you guys. I put it on the parents. I put it on the family members, the people, the grown-ups in their close proximity. If you see a youngin' wilding out like this, you have to step in. I mean, that's a precious young man, precious young woman, and you just letting them rot. You got to give them some better advice, man.
mm,
But also, ain't no guns in the penitentiary.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have to be able to fight. And not only that, you're not in a juvenile facility with people your age.
mm,
They putting you in these facilities with grown men.
yeah,
Some of them that's waiting on your young ass to come in there to rape you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Because
yeah,
they know, yeah, because they know you can't overpower them.
mm,
So you going in like you some 100% gangster, you coming out somebody's bitch.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
oh
yeah,
yeah,
And
easily.
it just don't make no sense. Like these youngsters and people that's in their lives, and mentors, OG homies or whatever, need to be sitting down telling these dudes, look, is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? To pick up a gun just to go slide on somebody that you don't like or that live in a certain area of town or something like that, because you putting your whole life at risk here. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You're not putting your only your life at risk, you're putting your well being at risk. Because ain't no telling what's gonna happen to you when you get up in that penitentiary.
exactly,
It's all
exactly.
kind of uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? And anything goes.
And I wish the YNs were understand that demographically and by the numbers, you basically killing yourself. I
Mhm.
mean, you guys are 18 to 25 years old. What 5'9" to 6 foot height. You all like basketball. You all like the certain type of music. You all, bro, you killing the person that's exactly just like you. So you basically don't like to look at yourself in the mirror or something like that. It's like you guys are the same person. And if we just grouping people together in groups, 18 and 25-year-old, you guys are the same person. Stop killing each other. Stop killing yourself. And we gotta do better, man. A time is a terrible thing to waste. If your kid ain't in after school activities, if you ain't with your kid after school, just know they probably getting into some bull, and it's time to tighten up on that stuff, man.
But a lot of people's parents be egging it on too,
Yeah,
though. Like their moms will like be like, "Oh yeah, like I'm gonna get my son to come do this, this, and that."
yeah,
They're setting their own
Yeah.
kids up for failure. Like, I mean, I don't know about in this case. I don't know how this parent was, but I know a lot of moms will really put their own sons in danger to go
that's true.
do crash dummy stuff for them.
That's
It's
Then
true.
when they crash out, they want to be boo-hooing and he was a good kid and
He's a
all this shit.
baby.
yeah, exactly.
Nah, man. Tell little Ray Ray put that shit up right now, man.
And see, what case made me really realize like that kids at 16 and 17 are really like a different age group. Is there was a case that happened in Texas, I think maybe like I'm gonna say maybe a year from now. I mean, year ago, last year. There was an 8-year-old that confessed to killing a man while he was asleep in a trailer park. And he was 10 whenever he confessed to it. Like, so the man, who had been a cold case for 2 years, but he was on the bus basically threatening a kid, like, I will kill you. I already killed somebody before. You're 10 knowing exactly what you did. and
Right.
threatening to do it again. So that made me really realize, okay, 16, 17-year-olds, y'all know what y'all doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro
yeah.
knew it. He stole his grandpa's gun, went to somewhere else in the trailer park where somebody was sleeping and just shot him and killed him while he was asleep. Random man.
That's
And
crazy.
ridiculous. What, a black kid?
No, he wasn't black. This
Yeah,
kid.
didn't sound like
Get him off the street because he might be a serial killer.
Yeah.
nah, for real.
Speaking of that, we're not covering this, but speaking of that, did y'all see the news clip of the guy who was responsible for 14 murders? I
No.
Was it in
forgot what
Houston or something like that?
I forgot where it was, but he killed a UPS worker. He killed a
Yeah,
firefighter.
I
Yeah,
seen that. We should have.
14
Yeah,
murders. Yeah, we should have
14
covered
murders
that.
that got away
His
with. I'm
name was
like, where y'all been at?
Oh, I ain't seen that one. I need
his
to go.
name was like Daniel McMichael or something like that.
Was it a black dude?
Daniel
Wasn't it?
something. Damien something. I
Yeah,
forgot.
black dude.
Yeah, it was a black dude. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I was like, this nigga was a serial killer.
Oh wow.
Yep. I think he knocked off a cop too
He
out
was
there in Alabama.
That's where it
Oh
was.
no, it was a firefighter. He got a firefighter, a
Got
UPS,
a firefighter, UPS worker, people like that.
22 years old.
he was
Damian
22?
McDaniel, 22 years old,
Yeah,
man.
Oh my god.
And all in 1 year.
Oh, that's crazy. Just a serial killer.
yeah.
Yeah, that's bro. It's starting to get crazy. We probably can't say the youth, man. I see why a lot of the older men be like, you know what? I'm gonna let them YNs do what they do because that's crazy right there.
It is crazy. I was just me and my mom was talking about this not that long ago. I was saying that serial killing don't really happen no more, but
It's
because I'm
hard to
like
happen.
exactly because you can get caught so easy. So how
Yeah,
are you getting away with this for a whole year
I
before?
know. We'll probably
That's what
talk
I'm
about that on
saying.
the next part for real. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
we got to get into that one too. Okay. Something that happened a couple days ago that was really sad. Angie Stone passed away. And we have a video on this about like how her royalties was basically not even being sent to her while she was here on Earth. So they do some what's it called some crazy stuff to these artists that have made big impacts and they never seeing their money. It's crazy.
Man, seriously, I'm talking about huge impacts.
Mm-hmm.
After 40 something years in the business, I'm like, well, at the end of the day, after 40 something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs, all the songs that I've done. I'm only coming to find out they.
Man, hold on. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Rip Angie Stone.
Yeah, she got in a car accident suddenly, like earlier this week, which was like
Yeah.
so sad. Um, and they found out what from her daughter releasing it. Oh, is this a video of it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let me go ahead and play that. This is the video of it. It's just I think she got into it with an 18 wheeler.
Oh my god.
Looked like a black SUV, and then the 18 wheeler is way down there. So a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's a record label, it's Illuminati," but I don't know, man. I
No,
don't know.
accidents do happen. I'm just saying, like, it's all coincidence that her, Prince, and Michael Jackson, they all had these type of problems with.
No, they killed Prince and Mike though.
Yeah,
They
they
killed
killed
them.
Prince and Michael. But they do this to black artists all the time, though. I mean, it's not anything new. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this to black artists since Sly and the Family Stone. You know, he wrote
Before
all
that,
that music, and he was
they've been
on
doing
it.
this since Jackie Wilson. They've been raping,
Yeah, you
taking
know
their
what I'm saying?
money, and it's just crazy.
So Rip Angie, though, man, I played that song the other day that there's no more rain in
Oh
this.
man, yeah. And to think she didn't get no royalties from that song when that's a beautiful, like most of her songs are just beautiful, uplifting songs. It's not gospel or nothing, but it's just beautiful, you know. And just like You gotta have that business. You gotta have your business right. A lot of people, especially back then, were just aspiring to be artists and just want to be, just very artsy. Like Lil Wayne said, he didn't want to take. He didn't care about the business. He just wanted to be the best artist he can be. But that's what people want you to do. Focus on artistry while they raping you on the back end.
Yeah, these record labels are just greedy, though. I mean, Universal Music Group, people like that,
Yeah,
Sony,
crazy.
they worth billions. They worth generational wealth that their family not going to spend for 30, 40, 50 generations. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Down
they
the
being
line. And
sticklers.
then exactly. And then you take it from these people that's just trying to leave their family something.
I'm hoping that her kids are able to get her royalties some way, somehow. I hope they go ahead and fight for it. Because I mean, if you put in the work, like you deserve that, at the end of the day, and like you're doing it to let your kids take, so you can leave your kids something. So I know that that's what she wanted, and man, yeah, I hope that they go ahead and fight for that. Another big artist, BigXThaPlug, was arrested on marijuana charges, and he got stopped because his tags were out, I believe, and they smelled marijuana in the car. So then they were holding him in the Arlington jail. Uh, I don't know what y'all think about BigXThaPlug getting arrested.
I mean,
I think
Texas
why
got
is you still arresting niggas for weed in Texas these days? That's what I think.
Texas got to come on with it, man. I mean, every other state around us ain't getting in no trouble about the weed. So why is y'all doing this? It's crazy.
Yeah, I
Dude
mean,
only had, go ahead, Carly.
no, go ahead. Yeah, just go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
Dude only had what, less than
Less than
two
2 ounces.
ounces of weed. That's
Yeah.
personal. You know what I'm saying? I used to get down to a quarter pound and wouldn't sell no more weed because that was personal to me. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, 2 ounces of weed, that's personal, man. You can't. Why? That should have just been a ticket at the most.
Exactly. But why is he rich, riding around with expired tags and stuff? It's crazy to me.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's true too.
come on,
He did
man.
that to himself.
You can't be on the road like that, man.
But a lot of people aren't worried about stuff like that. They just like they get their money. They still regular people. You can
Yeah.
take somebody out the hood. They still hood though. That's just
Yeah.
what he used to do, and probably wasn't even paying attention to it. The car might have been sitting there for months. He out of town on the road, not even realizing that the tags was out. So
And he in the burbs too, so he probably thinking, laws ain't fucking with me like that.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, he got a point, but you ride around smoking in Texas, that's rule number one. Like, you can't do it in Texas.
yeah, but it's like in Houston, I'm seeing like shops popping up on every corner. So it's like, what is the law at this point? I'm confused. I don't even.
You know what? You're right, man. That's crazy.
For
But
real.
y'all seen what happened in Wharton?
Uh-uh.
What?
Um, some young dudes. They said two young black dudes riding around in an illegal stolen vehicle had 22 pounds of marijuana on them.
Ooh,
Damn.
Is it on the screen? Y'all see it?
yeah.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay. Yeah, 22 pounds of marijuana on them. But guess what? The cops didn't even catch them, bro. They
How?
said
Wait.
they said
Who
they was
called him?
dumping it out. It said yesterday officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle with a fake license plate. The two occupants, both were black males, attempted to evade officers, leading to a pursuit. During the chase, they tossed 22 pounds of marijuana out the vehicle before abandoning the car and fleeing on foot. And so basically, they never caught him, but they asked him for more information in the case or whatever. Hope
Mhm.
them YNs got away, man. But especially with fake tags, I'm pretty sure they got away.
Oh yeah, they probably did.
But that
Why
looked like
would
a bunch of mid right there. I don't know. But somebody in the comments said they plug about to be real mad at them. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
why are you transporting drugs with fake license plate?
These YNs don't be thinking, boy.
That's what I'm saying. When people be transporting drugs, they usually get pulled over for the stupidest shit.
Yeah,
You either smoking weed and get pulled over, you speeding and get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? All
Texas.
those things. Yeah, all those things. You're supposed to check those boxes off before you even move. Hey man, set the cruise control so we don't speed. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we ain't smoking no bud in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We got
Exactly.
everything, nothing. Everything got to be straight before we move.
Mm.
These
These dummies be doing. I guess they get so fucking used to it or something. But I don't know if I'm moving that much weight. I'm not doing nothing.
nah. I mean, but them YNs got away, so I think the cops weren't happy about the drugs than anything, but they got away, and that's just hopefully that goes to show them like, hey, you're not invincible. Stop doing the dumb shit that you're doing. Try to pay your plug back with a job for McDonald's or something, and get up out the game because it's not for you.
Try to play the plug back.
You're gonna have to. We're gonna have some problems. 22 pounds. I don't know how much money that is, but it sound like 15, 30,000. I don't know. You got an
But
idea?
was it? Oh no, I don't know. Was that Big X the Plug's brother that got arrested with him? Because they got the same last name, so I don't know if it was his brother or his cousin.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's some Dallas niggas. I don't know too much about them.
Yeah. Speaking of weed, Claressa Shields was on a talk show earlier this week speaking about her failed drug test that happened. Uh, she was basically just saying, how black women have to work way harder to be like, proved, innocent and prove themselves just in any room. And so I was happy to see this interview. We got a clip of it right here that we can show you. But crazy. It's not up
I
on the
know
screen.
that
I gotta get it up.
I don't do
Hold
anything
on.
wrong when it comes to
Yeah,
boxing.
I'm trying to get
And
it up on this.
being a black woman in the sport already, I have to work 10 times harder to even get equal pay. To even get put on TV, to get respect. So I have to kind of walk a straight line. And so I'm walking a straight line, and then to see someone say that, it was like, well, it's also hard
But y'all can give y'all synopsis on it while I try to
to
get
accept
this right.
powerful
It's
Cause
on
my
black women.
back
screen.
end
So now I'm fighting this,
is it?
Yeah.
and when I read that, I was like, okay, wow, okay. I guess I'm just guilty, and I don't even get to prove my innocence. I'm just already guilty. And then it just took off like wildfire. The WBO boxing organization also made posts and said that I was a danger to the sport. I had to prove my innocence within 30 days, or they would strip me. Hollywood Unlocked, Shade Room, everybody's posting this stuff saying that I'm a danger to the sport. I'm suspended. I smoke marijuana. And I'm just sitting at home looking at all this stuff like, ain't no way. Ain't no way that America's two-time Olympic gold medalist is getting treated like this. And I'm just grateful for my support system. All the fans who send me messages, all my friends that called me, text me, and didn't buy into the shenanigans. Even some of the blogs reached out to me and said, hey, when you're vindicated, we're going to also post, about how you beat this case and you're not suspended, because I'm not suspended from boxing. I'm suspended to fight in Michigan. I can go fight in California, New York, Texas. I'm not suspended from the sport.
Man, it seemed like this weed issue is just messing with black people. It's like another thing, another way to criminalize black people only, because they got literally dispensaries. They got top brands like cookies, and I think even famous people are invested into this stuff. Even like politicians are invested into cannabis. So it's like, dude, you want to mess with people about stuff that's pretty much legal in most of the country.
Mhm.
It's another way to stigmatize and criminalize black lives, if you ask me.
Yeah.
but it's
And
not legal in sports, so I get that. But a lot of people were saying Remy Ma might have started the rumors of her using PEDs. Um, that's
Oh.
not confirmed. You know what I'm saying? That's just because of her being with Papoose, and they've been flaunting it in public lately. But as far as the traces of marijuana, like, do they even have a standard of how
right?
much marijuana in your system before you actually fail a drug test, especially a swab? Because they said it was traces. Now, when she took the urinalysis, it came back negative.
Exactly.
I'm wondering, is there a standard in place to just say, hey, or is it just if you just have small amounts of marijuana in your system, then you automatically are deemed positive for it. I'm not sure how that works, but I can say she might be getting targeted because she is a strong black woman. She advocates for equal pay for women, and that could be the issue right there. So
Yeah, I mean, I
that's
think that she probably just only had like she probably was around somebody that was smoking.
Exactly.
That's probably all it was. I mean, I don't feel like she's sitting down there smoking. She know that could ruin her career. I
Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
if I'm making a bunch of money, that's not worth it. And I know she not. She's smart. I don't think that's what happened.
She on top of her game right now. Why would she? I mean,
She got a
she just
movie
won.
out.
She got a movie out. She won 2 gold medals in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying?
She's
She just
undefeated.
became undisputed. Yeah. She been working towards this. So why would she derail her career just to smoke some weed?
They're gonna do anything they can to just try to take you down, tear you down, or even just tarnish your image in the public. And it's just like, look, ain't nobody stunning this little weed thing that you got going on. She can't fight in Michigan, but she's still gonna fight anywhere else in the United States. And it's like Michigan, her home state, where she's from. That's the thanks that y'all give her after she did a sold out arena, minus 10 seats. This is the thanks that y'all give her, and it just seems like we still got a hard path. It don't matter how much money you got. Like Kanye say, even though you in a bench, you still a nigga in a coupe. It's just like we got to understand how we are and what we are. And even though we can't let it define us or bring us down, we just got to understand that's how these people moving with us right now, bro. And it's
Y'all know she been going hard on these companies about these endorsement deals too. So
as she
what I'm saying?
should. She deserves
She
more.
been calling out these companies about endorsing these. Yeah. So
Let that be any male boxer, no matter color, do what she's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Canelo, we hear about him like he's the face of boxing. I think Clarissa should be the face of boxing right alongside of him. You know what I'm saying?
no doubt. Like in the movie, she put when she did the Olympics, how when Michael Phelps came back, they had him on the Wheaties box. You know what I'm saying? All these other athletes was getting these endorsements, and she didn't get any.
Hmm.
No, crazy.
They
Yeah,
definitely
but
make us work harder to prove ourselves, and I feel like, and they are waiting for anything, any little thing. Like Shakiri couldn't even compete whenever they had the thing with the weed with her that one time. It was just
Oh
yeah,
man, talk
oh,
about it.
it's crazy.
Talk
Look,
about it. And
but
she was bound to get a medal that year too.
mhm,
Everybody was with her. And shout out to Kanye. Kanye once again came through, got her a deal official with Nike, and shot a commercial, got her back, in public perception. But it's like you said, I think her mother had just passed. She indulged a little bit.
yeah,
Weed is not, bro. So you can take a Tylenol to relax, but you can't smoke some weed to relax. Weed isn't a PED. It's not a performance enhancement drug. It's
yeah,
not going. It's probably going to deter your performance, if anything.
yeah,
it
yeah,
would.
for real. Probably would.
But look how they did Simone Biles. They act like black women couldn't have a mental breakdown or something. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
had to take some time off.
Yeah.
So
but she pregnant right now with her NFL husband. So shout out
Is
to.
she? She's pregnant?
Yeah, you're gonna have to see that. She looked funny with her belly button. She's so little,
Oh,
and she big.
congratulations.
Yeah,
Okay.
shout out to Simone, man.
Texas native.
Texas, yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about Chad and Cameron. So
Oh,
they had a little beef going on,
oh
and I think this is basically over Cameron. No, not Cameron. Chad having a comment about Cameron being on the show and basically like, "I'm gonna take your spot from
yeah.
you." We got some videos that we can watch so we can better explain exactly what's going on. But it was so funny because Cameron had a lot to say. He wasn't letting up. He was going
Beef
hard.
ain't for Chad, man.
Beef ain't for Chad.
Nah,
Chad
he
said, I dropped my low, nigga.
I'm about to say, I think he's more of a
Okay.
fighter than a beefer. Some people
Ass
just
niggas
suck
need to
at
keep their ass
throwing words
inside,
at
man.
you.
You know what I'm saying? They need to do, man. Fuck is you telling another grown man about you getting your tool piece a little bigger, man? I don't really fuck with Chad or Ochocinco, to be totally honest with you. He alright, but at the end of the day, when we started this show, the nigga was hating from the very beginning. We started the show, We was doing very well. It was very successful. We didn't have no deal, no sponsors or nothing. We was doing this off the muscle. He comes out of nowhere talking about, yeah, I'm going to get myself back together and I'm taking Cam's spot. Why the fuck you got to take my spot, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? You been a football player your whole life, nigga. Now because I'm doing sports, you come and take my spot. And at that particular time, we had only been doing the show about 2.5 months, 3 months. But that's how much of an impact that I had that bitch ass nigga felt threatened. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, we try to call him. Shout out to my nigga Bub. My nigga Bub knows some niggas he know. I tried to give him a job. He like, yo, talk to my agent. I said, I'm talking to you now. What the? I don't do business like that. I talk to my agent. See, you so dumb you can't even speak for yourself, stupid motherfucker. I tried to offer you more paper than you probably get now. Ask Mark Jackson how he got paid. Ask Mike Irvin how much he got paid. Ask them niggas if they was living lovely off the checks me and Murder would send them niggas. Ask them. I bet you ain't getting paid the money that Mark Jackson and Mike Irvin got paid working with him.
Hey, but Chad came.
It's kind of a long clip.
Chad came back and said Cameron can't afford him. He said, Cam, you and your whole crew can't even afford me, bro. And then he told Cam, check the numbers. I'm already past you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you started off ahead, and my podcast is doing better than yours right now. Which I went to go check the numbers, and you know, him and Uncle Shannon out there, they is like triple his numbers right now, bro. It's kind of crazy.
That is, I think New York niggas is different though. Like he took that as a slight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Cam took it as a slight. To me, for one, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. For two, I'm gonna take it as motivation. Three, I'm gonna take it as friendly competition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all get money, so what the fuck is we mad for? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we have a successful podcast and somebody came up to me and say, I'm coming for your spot, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because we all getting money. So what's wrong with a little friendly competition? That leads me to believe it was already some animosity there, at least from Cam's side. I don't know what Chad did to him or what kind of incidents they had in the past, but for Cam to come out like that with all guns blazing, I mean, you know,
I feel like Cam feel like a lot of people come at his neck because he's not the traditional person to do sports. He's a rapper and he's not doing he's not doing hip hop content per se. He's bringing a hip hop spin to sports, and I feel like he feels like a lot of people is coming for his neck. Because remember, earlier in the year, the reporter Elliot Wilson was coming for his neck, saying like, Cam think he's Stephen A. Smith. He running around trying to get sports interviews, and Cam just saying any slight thing coming at Cam right now, he being super defensive, and I don't think that's the way he should, you know, approach.
But a lot of rappers know a lot about sports because they were previously athletes. You know what I'm saying? ESTG went to school. I mean, he was in college for football.
But they ain't did it at the highest level.
No, they ain't did it at the highest level, but I mean, a lot of them know a lot about sports because they were former athletes themselves.
Yeah, I mean, and I like the hip hop spin Mason putting on it. I feel like he's just a little self-conscious about it. You know what I'm saying? And from my opinion, from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, that's why I say New York niggas is different. You know what I'm saying?
Just like that
too. But let's get into what Ocho said.
Listen. Cam has some stuff to say, and I had to think about it, and I had to listen to it, and think about some stuff that was brought up from 2 years ago, where I said, Cam, you my mans, and I'm coming for your spot. Now I'm not sure how that's taken as hate when all you have to do is understand that I'm saying I'm coming for your spot because I see you as the standard that is setting the bar in that specific space. So you took that as an insult, which is weird to me. I'm not sure how you can do that. But if you check the if you check the numbers, what I said I'm going to do, I've already done and surpassed that in this specific space. Now, he said, he asked me to come join them, you know, to do something with them. And I told him, you know, okay, you got to check with my people. You got to reach out to my people who, when it was time for me to work with you, what did I ask you to do? Reach out to who?
I talked to Doug.
You talked to Doug. So boom, we did, you know, like that. Right. That's the way I handle business. I don't run nothing through me. So I
Right.
guess that was seen as a sign of disrespect because I chose to come over here with you.
But you
Mm.
know what? You know what though?
Oh, that's where it's at.
But you know what? Black people do that, man. If if I told you, I'm just making a scenario here, but if I told one of y'all holler at my people before we could do this podcast, now I'm a whole ass nigga because I can't holler at you personally. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's conducting business. Black people have to get out of that mind frame, man. This man has a way, he has a structured way that he conducts business. Okay. You have to go through somebody in order to get everything in line. You know what I'm saying?
But see,
Respect that. If that's not the way you handle business, that's not the way you handle business, but respect the way he handles his.
yeah, that's some real G stuff. But see, people like the New York niggas like Dame and Cam and Jay, they always so predicated on being a boss and they control and own their own stuff. I don't think Cam could really could understand like why I gotta go through somebody when I'm talking to you. You Chad Ochocinco, and if it was me, I handle it myself. But it's just like you said, everybody don't handle business like that, and Chad has always been in the program. He had what's the agents. He's an NFL player. He had people that take care of stuff. And Cam had to get out the mud himself. He had to be his own agent, his own boss, his own um, you know, the person that supplies the money, put all that up. And Cam can't see it from that angle, but hopefully they figure that out. But yeah, the New York niggas is a little too brash.
Chad is putting you in touch with his people so they can make sure the paperwork's straight. That's
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. So what is you and your feelings for, nigga? Get out your feelings. This is the way you handle business in the corporate world.
Yeah.
You got on a suit and tie, nigga, act like a corporate nigga.
Yes, sir. Hey, but I don't think Cam coming at it like that. Cam, like, if you ain't your own boss, you can't make your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? That's some. But from what Ocho was saying, Cam made an invitation for him to be a part of the show, not just a guest on the show, a part of the show.
Right. So holler at my people, let's get the
Yeah.
paperwork straight. That's
But
what
then
he
he,
told Shannon. Holler at my people, let's get the paperwork
and
straight.
Shannon got it done, but Shannon understands the mindset because he was a former NFL player who had people do hold the business on his behalf too. I don't think Cam don't rock like that, and he don't understand that. This ain't This ain't like the rap game where I do a feature for you off the strength because you dope
No.
and all that. It don't happen like
Cam just haven't reached that level yet.
Yeah.
There's levels to that shit. He need
that.
to
It could
go up.
be,
He need to go up another echelon. You ain't hollering at Jay-Z right now, just don't know we some boy shit. Even what's that nigga name
but Jay Z
that be
does that.
around Jay?
Jay Z
Nah,
does that a lot.
what's that nigga name that be around Jay? Uh
You talking
Bleak.
about who?
Bleak.
Memphis
That
Bleak?
nigga Bleak. Yeah, Memphis Bleak. He already said niggas was calling him for Beyonce tickets, talking about, can you holler at Jay, man? My wife wants some Beyonce tickets. He like, Jay ain't taking phone calls like that no more, nigga.
No, but Jay is the type to extend his hand and conduct business himself. He done that with a lot of rappers. You know what I'm saying? He so it's
I
like,
don't think he doing it at this point. Though.
but he would do it if he was like, I can see Jay, like, especially in the hip hop sense. He gonna come through and do some business with you off the strength. He would do if he was in that type of stuff. So I feel like it's just different ways to handle it. If you're your own boss, get it done. If you got stuff to, if you got a certain way to do things, you can get it done like that too. So Cam, I mean, I
They
think
talking numbers every.
Cam a little butt
They,
hurt that
yeah,
Chad Ochocinco ain't there with him, and his podcast is doing better numbers right now. So
they
One thing
talking numbers and residuals. Okay, go ahead, Carl.
I was just gonna say one thing Cam said that was just too funny to me was whenever he mentioned Chad getting his male parts enhanced and how he was on there.
oh man, yeah,
I would
Chad.
have been the grave. I wouldn't have had
That
that
was a
on.
low blow. That was a low blow. Applause, no Diddy. Hey,
No, Chad shouldn't even offer that information to the public. Yeah, that made him look weird. I ain't gonna lie, that made him look real weird.
Chad always doing shit like that though. I don't know why. He always put some personal shit out there like that.
I don't even know.
I
At this,
don't even know if it's true because that nigga play a lot.
I literally was going to say the exact same thing. I don't even know if it was true, but I was
Yeah,
just like, this is crazy. He just might have wanted
yeah.
to go
I don't.
moment.
It's hard for me to see it be true because Chad is so he don't spend money on dumb stuff at all. So for him to spend money on that, it just I didn't believe it until Cam said it. Like I'm like, oh, I thought he was joking, but I guess it was true.
Yeah.
Something else that was crazy that happened this week is DJ Academics. He's always got, a lot to say. This time he was talking about Just Hilarious, and basically called this woman a DEI hire for the Breakfast Club. I thought that was crazy.
Yo, Act had a straight point to be made, and it was funny. But at the same time, I feel like you still need Jess there. He's saying like La Rosa. Go ahead and put the tweet up, but he's saying like La Rosa gonna come take Jess's spot, but I don't see it happening because I feel like she's too straightforward. She don't crack the jokes back along with Charlamagne. She does, but it's a little different when Jess does it. But at the same time, they missing Angela Yee because Angela Yee could crack jokes, be funny, and still be on her journalistic stuff.
Mhm.
So they got two people to do what Angela Yee been doing.
Yeah, so
I
this
like Just Hilarious. Um, Shout out to her too because she did what a Hughes BOA trucker had on one of those
Yeah, shout out to Jess.
shows. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Um, but if I'm keeping it real, just be running through the topics, not giving you any real sustenance on what's going on, and she be fucking up on a lot of the reading that she be doing, and she be reading it off the paper, then she'll be like, but I don't know what this means, but I don't know, and I don't want to. Let's not even deal with that. Lauren is more. She knows how to articulate better, and that's because she worked for TMZ. She's been in the reporter type space, doing these type of things. She's legally sound. She knows a little bit of the law. So Jess, I feel like when her contract is up, they might let her go. It might bring Lauren in. I don't know. I just feel like she still has a chance to redeem herself in this situation. I mean, if you're gonna have somebody like Lauren on your team and you know she's experiencing this type of stuff, learn from it, jump in the conversation, and get as much knowledge as you can to redeem yourself in that spot. Because when Jess first started out, it seemed like she was more engaged. After she got the job, it seemed like she dwindled or her enthusiasm dwindled with the job. I don't know if that's because she was pregnant at the time.
Yeah, I was about to say
Me
that.
too.
We could put it on that, you know what I'm saying? But just seemed like she never regained that fire that she had when they was first looking for a co-host and she was coming on the show claiming her spot.
Hmm.
I mean, when she first got into the spot, it was just good chemistry. She doesn't do what Lauren LaRosa does. Like you said, Lauren LaRosa is definitely legally sound, and Lauren LaRosa is more like a journalist. She's getting the topics, bringing information from the top end to the bottom end without any bias. And I feel like Jess Hilarious is just that. She's gonna bring the funny to the situation. She's gonna bring the light to it, and she's gonna make the situation funny. She's not the person. She never was that person that's going to bring the information and have you decide what to do with it. Nah, I feel like Jess was always just had good chemistry with Charlamagne and them, and she just made the show funny and likable. Because before that, I mean, it was. I feel like if Lauren goes on that show by herself without Jess, it's going to be more of a just like a straight legal show or like it's gonna be a little more straightforward than I feel like Jess brings out the playfulness. A lot of the callers want to come in and laugh and have funny angles to certain things, and I think they'll be at a loss if they leave Jess off the table.
That's the call, but I mean, what about like Just with the Mess is Lauren LaRosa doing Just with the Mess? She doing a whole segment now.
Oh.
I seen Lauren Shields talk about what really went down, and just with the mess is not like a straight fact thing. It's like you heard about what's going on with this. Ooh, we Usher better get it right. It's like that type of
And
thing.
that's exactly what Jess will say, and then she'll let Lauren LaRosa go on with the spiel of whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Because Lauren has done her research to the top and bottom. She want to inform the audience, and
But
I
that's
feel
what
like.
Jess needs to be doing. It's her segment.
But just segment is more about just being just bring a highlight to that situation and then have a funny twist on it. And you want to do the research on it, you got to do the research on yourself. I brought the topic to your attention. I feel like Lauren LaRosa is going to give you the spill like back in the day, how you listen to the radio to see what actually happened. And Jess is just bringing the topic to your attention, saying a little funny angle on it, and then having you go investigate yourself what really went down. To me, it's just two different angles on the same story.
I think it's also you got to take into account that I don't know what Lauren might be doing on the side too, but I would imagine that Lauren, this is like her main job,
Oh
so she
yeah,
has the time to focus on it. Like it's Jess's main job too, but she also has comedy shows that she's still flying out to do different times of the day. So it's like she can't really probably put all her focus
yeah.
to knowing and covering all the topics like from top to bottom and knowing the information on it. So it's like you gotta have both of them. You gotta have funny. You gotta have somebody that's informed. So they can play on each other. Sometimes you get the host like that they had before where she was able to do both of them. But calling her a DEI hire was kind of crazy. I feel like at this point, since Trump he said this DEI word, everybody just want to use it. Everybody want to bring it up every second.
Oh man,
Like DEI, everybody on the show somebody of color. What are you talking about?
yeah.
But you know that it run deeper than that with her and academics. You know what I'm saying? Because she talked about academics bad when he had the
Oh man,
sexual allegations and stuff come up. So he was waiting on that.
she been
This
there
was
like that.
this
Act.
was his chance. This was his chance to get his retribution. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but wasn't Joe Budden the first one that said something about it?
Yeah, Joe Budden said something about it, but Act took it personally.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lon LaRosa. Anytime that's why I tell my son, don't let nobody in that starting lineup because it's gonna be hell to get it back. So I know she had to, due to her little 6 weeks thing or probably longer, however, when you have a baby. But it's like when you let somebody in that starting lineup, coach gonna start liking the way he shoot that three better than you do your post up. So you either gotta evolve and get you a three, or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to move on and get something else somewhere else. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. And then speaking of Trump and DEI and all the words that he got going on, so now we have Floyd Mayweather coming out saying that he thinks that Trump is the GOAT.
Well, we can hear that. But yeah, Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my god! The way that the video, we're gonna show the video in a second, but the way that the video went, it was basically like, were you being paid to say this? That's how I felt. Like he gave you some money for that, or what?
He really seemed like a cheerleader for like the best president we ever had. We like no Obama, like
Exactly. No.
Yeah, Floyd was out of line for that though, for real. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but he a
but
millionaire, so
For him, yeah,
that's what they think.
Yeah, for him, it is probably a lot of benefits.
I think you have to put it on the screen.
Right here. Yeah.
It say removed from screen for some reason.
Can y'all not see it?
No, it's not even on. It's not even on the back end. You probably have to remove from screen and bring it back up. But but does Mayweather have a point? There you go. It's like, does Mayweather have a point? But let's play the video.
But I think Trump is a great president. Actually, he's the best president in my eyes. He's the best president we ever had. A great businessman, and that's what it's about. Trump has done an amazing job, and a lot of people around America are upset But no matter who goes in the White House, we're always upset.
Right.
And I think Trump is the man for the job. He's the best president in my eyes.
It's a lot of black men that think this way. It is. It's a lot of black men that have been like thinking this way about Trump and everything. Now, since some of the policies went into effect last month, I mean, some people have kind of been backing off of it. They want to associate themselves with it, but y'all know I don't do the Trump. I don't.
I mean, the thing that's weird about one of his policies, that gold card or whatever he was doing to $5 million coming to USA. It's like, oh, we
Crazy.
got. I seen one tweet. Somebody said we got American gym memberships for sale or something like that. But at the end of the day, I think Mayweather may have a legit point, because the difference is with Trump and these other presidents. When Trump says he's going to do something, it actually gets done, like with the quickness. Because with Obama, with Biden, even with Clinton, it's like they say they're going to do something at the beginning of their term, they never do it, and then right towards the end of their term, they end up doing it, and then they end up asking for your vote again. But it's like we have to wait dang near 4 years for you to do what you said you was going to do. Trump get in office, he's signing that. He's releasing Jeffrey files. He's releasing the MLK files. He's deporting people like he said he would. It's like Trump is doing what he said he would. He might be the best president that we ever had, man.
No, Trump is just
Trump also has. Go ahead. Trump also has Republican House and Senate. Okay, Obama didn't have a Republican House and Senate. He had to rely on bipartisan support.
Do Trump rely on the House and Senate?
Yes, because to pass a lot of the stuff that he's trying to pass, you got to bring it through the House and the Senate, and a lot of stuff is like he's signing executive orders that
exactly
actually gonna get, but still they can repeal it. A lot of the stuff is getting stopped.
Some of the judges are stopping that stuff. So
he signed over 100 something executive orders. He's putting stuff into action.
Yeah, but
some of them are hung up in the courts right now.
Which ones? Because I see the files getting dropped. I see the people getting deported. I see the terrorists dang near getting put in action, but people don't want to put that. Don't want to go there with the president. I don't see nothing getting held up in court. Which one?
Well, the U.S. aid is held up in the court right now. I couldn't tell you all of them. I could probably pull them up, but I can't
U.S.
tell you all
aid, but to where? To Zelensky now?
To different countries.
The public funding too, like whenever they were trying to take away public funding from states and stuff like that, that got withheld. And there's a lot of stuff left and right that's happening where it's like, oh, it looked like he's trying to do all this stuff, and he is pushing an order, but it's like, yeah, he got a House, a Senate behind him. He got so many people. Some of the stuff he's doing, I don't even think he care to do it. It's somebody else telling him to do it, and he just like, all right, give me a pen, I'm gonna sign it. That's it.
And he's for the rich, so why wouldn't these rich black men come out and say, Trump is a good president when he's there to help keep money in their pockets? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So of course you're gonna get a 50 of Floyd and all these other niggas. And 50 didn't really come out and say it, but 50 was voting for Trump too. But of course, he got their best interest. Who has your best interest at heart? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what did y'all think when Snoop Dogg performed at the inauguration after he had said about anybody that goes and supports Trump as a coon?
Well, we talked about that before, but it really wasn't an inauguration for Trump. It was the crypto ball. Trump wasn't even there. They were honoring Trump because he said he was gonna relax the regulations on the crypto market.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they was honoring him, and Snoop and Soulja Boy. They heavily invested in crypto and NFTs. I feel like that's why they went.
But I feel like even if it was for the president in the inaugural concert or whatever it was, like Nelly said, I don't know if it's the 2000 kid or the 90s kid in me, but like Nelly said, whoever's in that office have my whole support, because I'm all about Team America. So if my president needed me to come perform, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened before the election, before you was my president, now it's water under the bridge. I'm gonna come perform. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to work with you to for you to try to help my community out because you're the leader of the free world and I'm riding with you. You know what I'm saying? You're the point guard and whatever you say go, let's go. And then if I feel like it's not when the 4 years come and there's a better option, we're gonna go. If there's a better option, we'll go with the better option. But right now, you on my team and we gotta work together. That's how I feel about it.
But don't get it twisted. This administration is filled with corporate thugs.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
corporate thugs.
Hey, thug loving. I love it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get some. Now we got to move on because I got this night shift, guys. Let's see what we going
All
on
right,
next.
we almost finished, so we got one more.
It's a couple more, but it was about Trump and getting into that argument with Zelensky.
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 Oh, we didn't cover that. I thought we covered that at the beginning.
Nah, we didn't
Oh,
cover that. But
okay. Go ahead.
I feel like everybody said that Trump then was. I mean, it was a little weird to see negotiations happen on live or to the public. I really don't think we need to be privy to your actual negotiations. But dude wasn't even wearing a suit. He's supposed to be a world leader. Like, dude came in a whole jumpsuit. I'm like, who was they talking to? The janitor or something? Like, I couldn't even take him seriously. And then when he told Trump that your country gonna feel it, I seen Trump, bro. I don't know. I like that type of stuff. It's like leadership. I seen Trump get dead on his throat. Like, no, your country will feel it if we don't provide you with this aid, and Russia will come World War III that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, he wasn't. Dude don't speak like clean English like we speak. So when he said "feel it," that was the interpretation was just off. What he meant was feel the influence from the impact of this war, what it's gonna do to relations and stuff. Because he like y'all got a whole ocean that separates y'all from what's going on, but you will feel the influence. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say with this topic, is this how we treat our allies? Because the world is looking at us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Europe, the UK, all those places, they looking at us and saying, okay, they basically want this man to grovel and say, "Oh, thank you, Massa, and you know, for giving me money and help supporting my
Billions.
country." Then come in there and do like they did Africa and go rob all their precious minerals.
Ain't nothing in Ukraine. We don't need
That's
nothing
really
in
what you
Ukraine.
have. That's what he was there for, to sign the precious mineral accord, so we could go
We
in
ain't worried
and
about that in
excavate some precious
Ukraine.
minerals. Huh?
They there
So
because
after they do that, what are they gonna do? After they get the minerals they want, what are they gonna do? They gonna chunk him the peace sign and tell Putin, "Shit, you can do what you want. We got what
yeah,
we came for." You know what I'm saying?
it's like, are they our allies? Because what are they providing for us? You know what I'm saying? You said the minerals, but it's like it's a one-sided thing. We providing you guys with military assistance. We providing you guys with money. We providing you guys with a buffer between Russia. It's like we're doing a whole lot for you guys. The least you could do is give us some minerals. I mean, obviously you ain't got nothing else, and you come into in the White House. First of all, dang near disrespectful. You can't even go into court like that. But you coming into the White House with no suit. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
How is he? Come on, man. This man is in the middle of a war, dog. Who the fuck got time for a suit?
Got a suit.
Come on, man. When I get
hey,
back to my
come through and
country,
handle some
boots on the
business.
ground, nigga.
You got to
Come
play your
on,
cards
man.
right. You got to play your
Come on.
cards right. You coming through asking for some money. Hey, look presentable. Look like the leader of your world. You coming through looking
Nigga,
like
I
you
ain't got
just
time to put
up out
on
of
no suit.
Anytime Fitness or something, man. I need to see the leader. I want to see a leader.
He might
You
just
don't see
boots
get
on
off
the
Putin.
the
ground.
plane.
When you see Putin come
What you
through
say,
just
Carter?
like a president, he looked like he's somebody.
I
This
said he
dude
probably
Because
came up
just got off the
arms
plane.
folded, had
Like,
some Nike joggers on. Come on, man.
Putin's sitting back in his $1 million homes in his luxury offices, just like Trump and them sending other people's kids out there to go get killed in a war. Zelensky is on the front line in the trenches with these motherfuckers. You talking about putting on a suit. Nigga, his boots on the ground as soon as I get back home. What are you
Bro,
talking about, man?
and the reason we provide them with troops. If we didn't provide them with troops and the assistance, it wouldn't be no boots on. It would be no boots foot
What
on the
troops?
ground.
What troops? We had said America will not engage in any combat.
Yeah.
What troops are we sending over
What-
there? We're sending troops to train them with our military equipment.
But
But other
before,
than
yeah, with
that,
our
we left
military
them to
equipment,
fight. We left them to fight North Korean troops and Russian troops. What are we doing?
Biden sent them high quality military equipment, and he's sending them billions of dollars. What is it, Ukraine, bro? Ukraine should be sitting there bowing down like, "Yo, America, all right, cool, whatever you say."
That's not how you treat another leader of a country. Come on, man.
What you mean? You gotta assert your dominance as the country that's the leader of all countries. You gotta assert your dominance, man. You can't be letting just because, bro, he's trying to slither around. It feel like he was trying to assert some dominance or tell Trump something like, "What can you
What
tell us?"
dominance? We're not asking. We're not asking. Dude, come on, man. You
He
have to have a
asking for a
certain
lot.
level of respect. They do not respect this man at all. You have to have a certain level of respect for your allies, even
You
if
got,
y'all
hey,
don't agree on the
respect come
same
with
thing.
fear.
They want this man
Respect
to
come with
grovel
fear.
and say thank you.
You got to
Come
be able
on,
to
man.
fear somebody to get some respect. We don't
Hey,
even.
you say that. You say that the U.S. is gonna be all alone in any fight that we get into because our allies are gonna say that we aren't reliable.
Mhm.
We aren't reliable. Do we got to take them
No,
back
we
to
are
World War?
reliable. We are reliable. One day our president is standing by us. Okay, then we switch presidents. We have a presidential election. This next president just say fuck y'all.
They could do what they want. When them terrorists are eating them up, if we take our hands off of Ukraine, it'll be Ukraine or it'll be back to USSR. It'll be Russia all over again.
We're not
But
just hurting them with the tariffs. They gonna hurt us with tariffs too.
we ain't worried about them terrorists. We
Well,
gonna see who gonna,
Okay, you
we
say
gonna see
that.
who
You
gonna
say
fold
that.
first.
the way
Wait
that
till you go to the.
you never know who it's gonna go to. Like we might have to pay them. The consumers or either the people that's actually selling it on this side might have to pay the tariffs. It don't always mean the other country paying them, so it could hurt us too.
Exactly.
But we gonna see who is gonna hurt first and the most. First and the most. So we ain't worried about it. That country, just like somebody that's living paycheck to paycheck. If that paycheck don't hit, that country gonna either be what is it called? Somebody gonna take over that country or they're gonna implode because they living paycheck to paycheck. We can sit back and we like, we can take a loss for about 6 months to 6 years and still be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that America can do everything on its own. Like, we do need the other countries to manufacture stuff for us. So, I mean, we're going to see how it play out. Y'all got heated on that one. I was going through these last three topics so that, because we spent a lot of time on the, on black men, black women thing. But last three, let's hit them real quick. Drake.
Well, hold on. Let's just do Mexican OT because I think he got to get out of here.
Okay, all right.
Oh
So
yeah, shout out to Mexicans.
got his own day in our hometown of Bay City, Texas. Congratulations to him. That was such a big deal. I was super happy about that. He definitely put our town on the map because most people, we tell them you from Bay City, they like, oh, Baytown? Bay
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So now people know all around the world where we is. Yeah. Here's a little video of
Shout
it.
out to Mexican OT, man. Is it up?
I see
It's
it.
up, but it ain't playing.
Hereby proclaim as rap superstar and trailblazer that.
Well, I ain't gonna play the music. This just shows him getting his proclamation, plaque and stuff.
That's super dope. And I
But it
love.
was some people online. I just wanted to address that. I had some.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I just saw some comments online. You know what I'm saying? That people was asking what he had done for the city and stuff like that. And I just think it ain't always what he do for the hood, so to say. You got to look past the tracks, man. You don't know what this man got going on behind the scenes with the city or what he working with. So it's more than the school drives. You know what I'm saying? And I also saw a comment that uh, Hog should have had a day before he had a day. I agree. Hog should have his day. Somebody need to go down there and submit an application for Hog to get his proclamation. You know what I'm saying? But let's not hate let's just come together when shit like this happens. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
move forward together, man. Because Mexicans and blacks, hey, we all in the same boat. And he did do a lot for the city. He even reached back, grabbed some people that he had admiration for. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
shout out to Mexican OT, man. Shout out to his pops. We always been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
He was,
shout out to Mexican OT. I seen a lot of people, people, you know what I'm saying, in the city was kind of hurt that Boom didn't have its own day. But I feel like, our history is always oral anyways. We don't really do paper. And Boom been having his day for a long, long time. We done made plenty of shirts for Boom a day back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So we got this one person. I mean, they can feel how they feel. They're entitled to their right to how they feel. But they was just like, I know Mexican OT is hot, but Paul Boomer should have his own day because he's been putting in work for the community. He's been, giving shoes, backpacks, snacks, and feeding the community, which Paul Boomer's always been like that. And all the kids love him. But I mean, not to say Mexican OT been doing his thing too. He's been doing his thing for the school. Let me see. See, he gave out 500 backpacks for the back to school drive. He's doing his thing with the police department, and for people saying like Hog should have his own day, this is Mexican OT this weekend with the kids in the Ville while Boone was shooting his video. So
Mhm.
Mexican OT is there to support the hood. He's there to support what's going on in Bay City the real way and for real, for real.
Yeah, I saw all of that online too, and I definitely like. I feel like people can't just like pit people against each other. At the end of the day, it's like you gotta look at it like everybody. There's room for everybody to be like praised and everything like that. Hog does great things for the community. Mexican
Yeah.
OT does too. And at the end of the day, Mexican OT came back just like you said and made sure to bring Hog on tour with him
Yeah.
and DJ Skills. All of that, like he really is making sure not to just go into the industry and just go hang with industry people. He's over there like, oh no, these people they hard. They got they talented. Let me make sure to put them on. He doing it the
Yeah.
right way. So I mean, I can't hate on the man at all. Like I love what he's doing for the community, and I'm congratulating him, happy for him, and I do hope Hog get one. But people got to realize. If you want to do that, like you said, go down to city council and tell them you
Exactly.
get an application and Hog can get a day. You
Yeah,
know?
we gotta advocate for him, but at the end of the day, I still feel like Hog Boomer Day is that day in March,
It is.
right close
It
to his
is, but
birthday.
it's unofficial. Let's make it official. That's what I'm saying. Somebody
But
needs to go down there
it
and make
it's
it official.
unofficial, but to the hood, it's official. A lot of stuff unofficial, but we always
Yeah,
just us solidifying it is official for us. You know what I'm saying? Just like
yeah,
they
that's
say
true.
we don't
That's
they say that we don't have a history, but just because it's not written down and documented like the Anglo's history, our history has always been oral. And I
Yeah,
feel like that's how this proclamation day is. Yeah, it might not be in the books, but everybody know what Boomer Day is.
yeah,
Probably
yeah.
more than they're gonna know what Mexican OT Day is. But
You know
shout
what I'm
out to
saying? When you
Mexican
see
OT.
stuff like this online, you know what I'm saying, and they wondering why Hog don't have an official day. Let's go make it official then.
Yeah, we
You know
can
what I'm
make it
saying?
official, but we got to advocate for our stars more. I think we just get too comfortable with people, and it's just like with my shop, a lot of people just get comfortable and don't understand the genius that it is what it is because we know that person, we've been to school with that person date my sister is like, yeah, but you still have to recognize the genius and don't get mad when other people don't recognize the genius
yeah,
because you wasn't supporting how you supposed to. But Mexican OT birthday, I mean Mexican OT's day
Day.
is on his birthday, February 2nd, which is my birthday. So I could never hate. And every day in Bay City, if they celebrating on February 2nd, they celebrating with me too. Nah.
He
yeah.
just took his chair. Oh, Groundhog Day ass babies.
Oh my gosh, yeah, congratulations to him. And like the last two, we can get into them real quick. Drake canceled his tour, 4 days of his tour dates in Australia and New Zealand, which he said a scheduling conflict happened. I don't really know what's going on with that. Because I fly all the way to Australia. I'm gonna stay down there and do all the all them concerts because that's a far flight. Um, I don't know. What did y'all think about this real quick?
It's the Kendrick effect.
The Kendrick
What?
thing.
How does How is Kendrick reflecting him in Australia? I want to hear this now.
Oh no.
It's all over the world, man. It's
You,
worldwide.
they were just
They not like us.
chanting.
Did you not see? Did you not see that Asian lady doing that? They not like us
Nah, for real.
on the TikTok.
But while they was in
Come on.
Australia, they was chanting "F Kendrick, F Kendrick," and then the next day he canceled his shows. But I mean, from what I've been hearing, people saying that he has like 12 days in between these shows, and it's
Nah,
like,
yeah,
who scheduled this anyways? Like, they're saying it's not much to do in Australia, so you
yeah.
want me to have a show and then wait around for 12 days for another show, and then wait around 12 days for another show. I don't know what
And then I
Australia got
gotta pay
going
all
on,
these
but
people. Yeah, I
they,
gotta pay all these people. I got a whole team of people I gotta pay. Yeah,
that's too
y'all
much,
tripping.
man.
But
That is,
whoever did the scheduling and had the scheduling conflict, they should be fired.
Yeah.
if it really was one, he might just be ready to come home. I mean,
No, for
Yeah,
real.
that's true too.
Either that or the person that did the scheduling wanted Drake to, chill out, lay low, make it look like he was still making waves. But they said that album, Some Sexy Songs for You, has been doing good in the States. So maybe he like, you know what? Let me go ahead and start pushing that while it's hot in the States, and let me drop this. I can do this tour any other time. I know that I'm
I
hot
guess I guess I'm just an old head used to real R&B, but how do you make love to those songs right there?
I think it's just something sexy for you. I don't think these girls just want to look fly in the mirror while they listen to the songs. They ain't going back to that baby making music like you used to. Nah,
But
this is like,
That's what Party said, that this music was something, you know what I'm saying, to lay up to and stuff like that.
oh, I thought it was just a vibe. I like the vibes though.
I
I ain't gonna
believe
lie, the song it was hitting me.
yeah.
I mean, I like No Kid and you know what I'm saying, Raining in Houston or whatever. I
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
shit.
that rating in Houston was nice. Yeah, shout out to them boys.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You
What's
got one more, Carly?
We got
I
one
mean,
more.
let's.
Let's get into it real quick. There's a mother who had a 13-year-old son, and she was asking for her son to give her his
Uh,
B-Day money because she needed to finish paying her light bill. And it was just a crazy video. And once again, I don't know why we be recording this stuff, but let's watch
man?
the video real quick.
Yeah, get to the.
pull
I
it
don't know
up.
why we be recording that type of stuff either. I was like, is this a skit or is this real? But the little boy looked like it was real, to be honest.
Then the daughter started reading the mama for filth in that car. She was started telling her about her stuff. It was crazy.
You, I cook, I do all that stuff. And all I did, I asked you for your birthday money so that I can pay the light bill. You don't want to give me the birthday money. So I am taking the PS5 back so I can get the money so the bill can be paid.
Well, how you gonna ask for my birthday money that I got on my birthday to pay the light bill? And why you trying to take my PS5 away?
Well, you can't play the PS5 anyway if there ain't gonna be no damn lights in our house.
You shouldn't have been going out so much. You would have had the money. What happened to the income taxes?
Trying to, first of all, I'm an adult. Stay out my business. When I come to you as a mother and I'm telling you there's an issue where I need help, you help.
Going out so much. I'm tired of you going out. You need to spend time with us, and you need to spend money on your bills.
Leilani, I'm not even talking to you. So you stay in a child's place.
Now you said stay in a child's place, but you asking my brother to pay your bills. And just like Ray said, you need to start spending money on us and stop going spending money on yourself and your little boyfriend.
Boy.
Your little boyfriend.
Little boyfriend. Shout out to Big Sis gonna stand up for her brother. I love it.
They had some points. They had some strong points.
Some strong points in my.
What kind of mother gonna ask their kids for their birthday money to pay the light bill anyway?
Yeah,
so
man.
I mean, this got to be fake.
I hope it is, but you can't put the onage on the kids like that. That's a little bit of traumatic. That's traumatizing because it's like if I don't do it, kids want to help their moms out. So it's like if I don't do it, we're going to be homeless and all this. You don't put that on the kid, man. And she's sitting there looking like she freshed up, oiled up, got jewelry on and all that. You need to go pawn some of that or something like. The kids shouldn't even know that you can't pay the light bill. Like you should be trying to go and grind and go and get it. Do not bring that to their attention and ruin their little heads. That's why they can't focus in school right now because they focusing on a light bill in 6th grade. That ain't none of their business. and you shouldn't even put that on a mental.
Yeah,
Exactly. But I don't care what the topic was. I know if I would have been talking to my mama like that, I wouldn't have had no front teethies. She would have reached back there and slapped all my shit out.
Yeah, that's back in them 80s. It don't happen like that now. She would have been locked up. Them kids got their own iPhones now.
yeah, but I mean, the way that everything that they were saying made sense though. What are you asking me for my
Yeah.
light bill? But you going, I mean, for money for the light bill, but you going out to the club, you doing
Yeah,
this and that. You want to take my PS5 back instead of taking something, like sacrificing as a parent. You ought to be taking your TV back or something. Go pawn your TV.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Exactly.
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's
Go pawn
crazy.
the damn TV. Hell yeah. Like you got to come up with it, and don't put them babies in. Don't put that on them babies' head, man. That's messed up.
And then gonna tell
Yeah,
them.
I know it does
Oh,
happen. I just hope that video wasn't real, but I know it's some mothers out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
100%, 100%.
Nah, the mothers out there ain't gonna ask. They just gonna take the baby money, and then when the baby find out, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it back to you." You know what I'm saying? So it might have been
Yeah.
fake.
Yep, that's exactly how it happened. Well, that's all the topics that we have for today.
Another good stream, y'all. That was live right there.
That was live. We're gonna have to definitely chop this one up and get this disseminated to all the platforms.
Yeah, for sure.
But
All
yeah, I'm
right.
supposed to be at work at 10, so I'm about to holler.
All right, y'all. So this Derek Demure signing off.
This is
And it's your
Carly.
boy D
I'm
and your
sorry.
boy and it's your boy DJ Designs.
And that is another episode of Spin the Block podcast. Be back next week, Sunday, 7:30. We'll see y'all next time.
And we out. Spin the block.
Mm-hmm.